What's up, gamers? This is NGG here with another list video, and this time we're gonna go over 10 games that I want physically in English on the Nintendo Switch. Now, they may already be on the Nintendo. Oh, yes, they may already be on the Nintendo Switch already digitally, but these are ones that I want physically that are out, or they have maybe physical but in another language. So these are the ones I'm just gonna run through a few, just 10 of them. That if it doesn't make it to this one because we know that the new Switch successor has already been announced, that maybe it'll make it on the Switch 2, which is hopefully backwards compatible. Anyway, let's get to those 10 games. Alright, so the first of the 10 games is a game that's been on the Switch since its launch in Japan. And that is, the first two games are Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2. They were promised to us a long time ago, and an English version exists on the PlayStation, so it's already been localized once, and there's already a physical, a Switch physical. I don't understand why they didn't bring those two together, the localization that's already been done and the Switch physical that's already been done as well. Those two were not bought over for some reason, and it saddens me because I ended up having to buy them on the PlayStation. One was given to me as a gift and the other one I purchased, but I would have liked to have them both on the Switch because I probably would have played them by now. I don't know if you guys know me, like, I like the Dragon Quest spin-offs. I haven't played too many. I haven't played the Dragon Quest series yet. I've only played one of them. I haven't finished it, but the spin-off series I've played, beat the builders at least, and I enjoy them for what they are. So that's the first two games. The next one is Persona 4 Arena Ultimate. So they came out with this one again. There's an English copy that exists, I believe, on the PlayStation 4, and there's a Switch unlocalized copy that exists in Japan, and I think they even did a localized version digitally but not physically, which sucks. I don't understand why these game companies just can't put all the languages on there for some reason. All the languages aren't put on. It's super sad when they do that and they don't think of how many more sales they could have gotten if they just put English language options on the cart for everybody. Now, I know this is like a fighting type game, so you kind of don't need it if you can just go through the fighting, but I like to know what's going on in the story, even if it's a fighting game. So for me, that is important. So that's number 3 that I kind of want localized. The next one is the Atelier Arland trilogy. So there's 3 games, and I'm hoping they do what they did with the Dusk trilogy and the Mysterious trilogy, where they put all 3 games on one cart. So you have Atelier Verona, Tori, and Muru, I think is how you call it. So there's 3 of those games that have already been on a physical copy in Asian copy, but it was never bought over here, and I was hoping that they would, when they did all the other ones, they would have done this one as well, and they never did. And I really like the Atelier series. I want to collect them all, and I'm hoping they do all the older ones as well. But for right now, these ones are already on the Switch. All they need to do is put the English localization options on it, and these games have been localized already because they were PlayStation 3 games, so there's no reason why the English language options weren't put on a physical, and the digital one has it. So like, all they have to do is print that physical for me, baby. Print it, and I will buy it. The next, I believe these are 3 as well. The next 3 are the collection of SaGa Final Fantasy Legends. Now these were the original Romancing Saga 1, 2, and 3, I believe. Or in that Romancing Saga series. I have them for the Game Boy, and they are digitally on the Switch. I was hoping they'd do like a mini collection physically, because they have them digitally but not physically, and I would have liked them to be physically on the cart so we could have had them on our Switches. Now, these are older titles, so maybe they'll put them in a collection with some other older games like they did with the Final Fantasy games. we'll see. SaGa games aren't as popular as the Final Fantasy games, but these do have Final Fantasy Legends on it, so maybe they could sell it the same way they used to with the Final Fantasy Legends tag on it. More people are more savvy than we were back then, so maybe not, but I hope they do. I hope they do. And the last two I have for you, are the original Resident Evil 2 and 3. So now, they bought over the original Resident Evil 1 and 2 to the Switch. They bought over the original 4, 5, and 6. I don't know why they skipped 2 and 3. I know they were doing the remakes at the time, but now that the remakes have come out, for us Switch owners who only have the cloud-based copy of it, I want them to release Capcom, and both of them on the cart, please, by the way, Capcom, to release a physical of these last two Resident Evil games to, like, finish off that Resident Evil collection for me, because right now my Resident Evil collection on my Switch has a gap. Like, I have 0 and 1, I have, like I said, 4, 5, and 6. I have the Revelations ones as well. There are still a couple more that I'm missing, but I would definitely like them to bring 2 and 3, the original ones, over to the Switch, so that I can have all my Resident Evils on one console, if that makes sense. Plus, I don't think I actually own the original 2 and 3. I do have the remakes of one of them, but I don't own the originals because it was way back when and it wasn't my copy. They were my ex's copy. So I don't own them. So yeah, those are the 10 physical games I want to be, English physical games I want to be on Switch. Are there any that you think I missed? Are there any that you've been waiting for a physical to be announced and it just hasn't been yet? Are you like me that you'll wait for a physical for years before getting it digital? Let me know in the comments below and join the conversation. Thank you guys for watching. Happy gaming, guys. Bye.